Okay, Sharky out here, first class fishing. We're out here in Bolivar today. We just got done yakking out a couple deep lines. What we're gonna do here today is we got one long line out. We got some stingray on that. That's gonna be our all day bait. We're gonna let that bait sit there all day, let it marinate out there in the surf. The other one, we got a bonita tail on right now. We're gonna change that bait out every 2 hours. We got blue runner out here. We've got Jack Crevel. We've got some pompano. We've got some mullet. We're gonna get it all out there in the surf and we're gonna see what happens. Matt, you got anything for the folks at home today? This is Matt from Wisconsin, came all the way down to Texas to join us for first class fishing.
Well, I got down here yesterday. We got all our bait out and went to the bait shop. I learned a lot there from these guys. They were showing me different kinds of baits that they use and how we cut it up, put it out, get it in the water so it bleeds out correctly, how to bait the hooks. I learned how to bait the hooks. Now I put on the all-day bait on the squid, how to correctly put the hook in so you don't got to worry about it tearing out and stuff like that. Now we're just waiting here for these lines just to start screaming.
All right, hopefully we can get some action going for you folks here at home. Wish us luck, tight lines, see you later. All right, here we go, folks. First class fishing. We're out here. Matthew Schnabel's got a fish on the end of this line, waiting to see what it's going to come up as. We've been fighting seaweed all day. What'd you have on this line, Matt?
I had double hook up with 2 squids.
Oh, double hook up with 2 squids on there. Could be absolutely anything.
I believe
Matt, go ahead and tighten up your drag there a little bit, buddy. Oh, I just had one of the shark rods stand straight up.
Holy shit.
Jack.
Huh?
Jack.
I don't know, I'm from Wisconsin.
Matthew, what? Get that camera. I got something bigger. Okay, folks, here we are, first class fishing. We got Matthew Schnabel all the way down from Wisconsin. He's got himself hooked into something. We had stingray out on this line. We were planning on leaving the bait all day, and now he's out there fighting it. What do you think, Matt?
I don't know, I want to know what it is.
Oh, of course you do. Why wouldn't you? You enjoying yourself out here in Texas?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, there's something there, I just felt that.
That happens like seaweeds in play. Are you down to mono?
I see the shark.
Yeah.
See it? Right there.
All right. Great work, man. Let's go take a look.
I don't know.
Here we go, folks. Matthew's first shark. We got a black tip. Pull it up. Get over here. Over here. Oh, you're over the line. He is.
Dang it.
Matthew too. We gotta move through that one.
Randy!
Move that one over.
Get the lady down.
Nice little black tip. Yeah.
Don't quit taking my picture. Give me snare. Put it back in the water.
All right. Yeah, get back away from me. I'm not going to worry about the speed of this mission. There you go, Matt. Okay, folks, so we just got done with that black tip. I'm really sorry about the footage that we had on that one. We had 5 rods out. A lot of the lines got tangled up by seaweed. We were talking about the seaweed earlier in the day. And it just happened that we had a 4-foot black tip shark that Mr. Matthew caught fresh down from Wisconsin. I mean, I couldn't be more happy for him. He was able to come out here first day, pulling a 4-footer. We're gonna keep going. We actually gonna keep this one. 4 feet is a really good tasting fish. So what we did is we cut off the tail, we gutted it out, we bled it out, washed it out, cut the head off, stuck it on some ice in the cooler. We kept all the parts so that if somebody stops us, meaning the wardens, if they happen to stop us and they want to check out our catch, we've got all the pieces in place to show them that we're all legal. Okay? Now in the state of Texas, 24 inches and over, you can keep a black tip. The limit is 1 shark per person per day. Okay, so we've only got 1 shark left in us for today. Okay, but then tomorrow it starts again. Now for other species, a lot of the other species that we have out here, excluding the bonnet top, because the bonnet top is a lot like the black tip, it's 24 and over. When you get into the other species, they got to be 53 inches and over in the state of Texas. So make sure you're keeping yourself safe. Make sure that you check the fishing regulations. You got anything for them at home?
Come on down and enjoy the fishing. Like again, sorry we had 5 reels going and a bunch of seaweed problems, and I actually had a fish on, as you've seen in the footage prior, but then we got onto the shark reel, so we kind of got the one in real quick, and that fish got off. I had to come over. It got to be kind of a mess, but at the end of it, we got it all figured out. The footage was poor because we're only out here 2 guys trying to run the camera and do everything, but hey, it was worth it, buddy.
Yeah, you betcha. So what we're gonna do to adjust is we're gonna get rid of all of our small lines. We're gonna fish with 2 rods, 1 rod per person. That way we can control the situation, okay? Normally would not be a big deal. Today we got the seaweed coming in. That's what makes it a big deal. Because once that seaweed starts to get wrapped around stuff, if we get lines crossing and seaweed hangs up on it, we got a bad situation, folks, and it's very, very frustrating when you're out here fishing. So the other thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat some lunch. We got some fajitas that we cooked up yesterday night. We got them on the 1 burner stove out here. You can go over to your local Target, pick one up for about $20. It's $1.99 for a butane can. Bring yourself out a pan, a spatula, bam, you got hot food on the beach. Problem solved. No more gas station food. Stay away from that stuff. It's not good for you. All right. Well, we're gonna keep on trying to catch fish. We'll catch y'all later. All right, folks. First class fishing. We changed up our location since yesterday. We're on a 2-day fishing binge. All right. So anyway, yesterday Matthew, our visitor from Wisconsin, he pulled in that 4-foot black tip. We had another 3-foot black tip later on, but he got off the hook. We know it's about 3 feet because of the bite mark in the bait. Now we just got done dropping the stingray out here. We switched up, came down to Surfside, and got a fish on. Started pulling drag like crazy. Oh, man. Thanks, buddy. Still there. Still there. Something's still on there.
He was swimming too.
He's swimming with me.
Yeah.
Swimming with me up to the beach. Okay, so we dropped off that stingray, folks, and no more than got back up to shore. Drag started screaming, so now we're in here rolling it in. It's swimming right with the line. It made it really difficult to tell if I still had a fish on there or not. It's still swimming with it. It's riding it straight in. It's taking it easy. It seems to be swimming upstream pretty quickly, actually. I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. I'm having a real tough time keeping up with it. Surf is super duper rough today. I'm talking, I get on the other side of some of these waves at about 200 yards out, and you can't even see me in the kayak anymore. You can't even see my paddle. So before dusk, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop some more stingray right before dusk, and down to 100 yards now. I got the mono showing. So now he's starting to see sandbars. Should be getting freaked out, but maybe since the surf is so big, maybe he's not so concerned about it. This is whole mullet. No, it's stingray. Yep. Still just riding the waves in, dude. I've never had one come up on shore like this. There's still something there. That's crazy. At first he was fighting hella hard. Right now it don't seem like it. Am I? Did you see a tail out there?
No.
I thought I could see one. You see the whole fishing rod inside the boat? Okay. Down to our last 100 yards of line here. Give or take a little. I had to use a double uni to attach more monofilament. Out here in Surfside, close to the SLP, the floor bottom is very rough. It's got a lot of shells to it. So I had my 100-pound top shot cut off earlier. Oh, we had to join it. I got it. Now we're down to about 100 yards. That's crazy. Never had one feel like that. I don't know, Matt. I don't know if this fish is still on. Oh, there it is. I have no clue what we're gonna pull up here, dude. I don't have a clue. Because this is nothing like what I'm used to. Oh no, man, don't tell me I'm riding this line. Do you see if we're crossed? shark? Now the way that you can tell that is by the black tip on his fins, here, 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 and then the black going around the tail end of the shark. Now he's not happy that we caught him. He's still got plenty of fight left in him. This one I could barely even tell he was on the line. As soon as I got him on, he started swimming straight up to shore. And once again, caught on stingray wing, cut stingray wing. We just go ahead and cut it up, sent it out there, and this little guy decided he was hungry and took a bite of that. So normally we turn him loose, but today what we're going to do is we're going to keep this fish. Matthew and Stacy are down here from Wisconsin. We're going to grill one up while they're here. We're going to send one home. So today we're going to keep it. Okay, terrific eating all the way up until about 4 foot. Okay. Now when you cut these up, make sure you keep, because you're going to have to bleed them out. You're going to have to cut the tail off, take the guts out, hang them up so that they bleed out. Okay. From that point, what you can do it if you got a smaller cooler or something like that, you can cut the head off. Open them up, pack them with ice, let the ice melt down. Make sure that drains all the blood out of the shark. The reason why that's important is because they actually urinate through their skin. Okay, so you got to get all that stuff out of there. And then the other reason for that, when you go to fillet it, just a tip, leave a little bit of meat between the skin and your fillet. That way you'll get good meat every single time. This is First Class Fishing. I'm Sharky. I'll be right back with you. First Class Fishing, folks. Here we are after the trip. Matthew and I went on a 2-day fishing bender, and it was fun. It was a good time. We started up in Bolivar, went down to Surfside after that. So, I don't know, we got some good sharking in. Matthew got the big shark of the day.
Woo! I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Mike, what was the best bite?
Best bait in those couple days was stingray wing.
Stingray, folks.
Yep. So all we did with the stingray is we went in, we cut the stingray wings off of the stingray, getting as close to their bone structure as we could, and then we cut those in half, quartered them, slid them all onto a 15-aught hook with a leader. That we'll show you a little bit about as sharking season goes on. We'll build one of those for you so you can get to see what that looks like and what we use. We had all those things going for us. Matt, what did you happen to learn while you were on this trip? Because I know you're from Wisconsin, and a lot of the things that we do for shark fishing are going to be really native to you. So what was the surprising things that came up that you learned while you were here?
The number one thing I learned was on how different it is on how you rig up a hook. And when you rig up a hook, you know, freshwater fishing is totally different than saltwater fishing. So, and fishing for shark, Mike knows the reason, but wrapping the hook in electrical tape, that would be nothing I would ever do back in Wisconsin to catch a bass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have, like, why? You know, down here, you know. Yeah, why? Yep.
Yeah. So one of the reasons for that, folks, is that sharks have a sensory perception, and the moment they bite into something that's metal, it goes off. So they wind up spitting the hook in some circumstances because of that. Now it all depends on how hungry a shark is. It might not care, but you can increase your chances of a hookup by wrapping your hooks. I know some guys even go as far as to use coated cable for their shark leaders. So yeah, we use single wire. I mean, it hasn't seemed to affect us yet. We haven't had any negative hookups to speak of, so I really can't explain, you know, like going to the coated cable. I understand it's heavy. Maybe they're running equipment that's you know, heavier than ours, and that's, you know, likely possible. But I'm not sure how far they're going out or anything like that. We tend to go out 300-400 yards at most when fishing for these sharks, and being that stingray wing is hitting. Bob was bringing up earlier. Bob, what'd you say about the stingray wing that kind of made sense?
Well, the crabs don't eat it.
Oh, the crabs don't eat it, so then you got the longevity of your bait sitting out there in the ocean. But then You know, if they're spawning, Jay caught that big stingray that was spawning on the beach. You know, maybe that's
And
their
babies.
primary food source.
Yeah, that's the bait of the day, and that works sometimes. Stingrays are up where the sharks feed on them. That's the bait, match and hatch. So if you do that, they're feeding on the stingrays, well, they're probably going to disregard your mullet. If the stingrays go deeper, it'll make a difference of what type of bait the shark's going to hit. It's like with anything, you don't fish for bait that they're not eating.
Yeah, a lot of guys will go out and they'll try and catch whatever's swimming around out there in the ocean for bait on purpose because they know that's what's out there swimming. They know that's what the sharks in that area are going to be feeding on.
And fresh bait is the key word. Fresher the better.
Oh yeah.
And I learned another thing when Mike was deciding how far do I kayak out, where do I go, how far do I go out, and Mike brought up a good point that where the muddy water turns to a bluish color is where the bait fish are going to stop. And when the bait fish come out there, that's where your sharks are going to be. You're going to be searching that edge. You're going to be searching that. So that tells you, number one, when you get out on you search your beaches, you search that all out. Where you want to fish, that's where you got to determine how close your bluer water is compared to your mercury water, and that's probably where you're going to want to set up. You know.
And I'll tell you this right out. I learned that from Jimbo. I mean, Jimbo was telling me, right where that color changes, if you can find a way to get to where the water changes color out there, if the bait fish are trying to escape that murky water and all of a sudden get into that clear, a lot of times a lot of the predators will be waiting right outside of that color change,
water.
Waiting to ambush fish. Much like what, if you're a freshwater fisherman and, you got a current there, sometimes the walleye or the bass will sit right where that current starts to slack up because they know that bait fish are going to get, fed down the water.
Yep.
And they'll just wait there for an opportunity to eat. So.
And plus the bad sharks like the bull will be in the murky water. They cruise anywhere and eat anything. So does for you got more likely the shark bite in the murky water than you do in the clear. Well, Rebel goes all the way to the
Oh yeah.
We've seen that.
Well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Country is not just in Texas.
No,
I've been learning.
country is not just in Texas.
Yeah, cheers to the USA, but cheers to all our fallen veterans.
Well, before we get out of here, you guys got anything for the folks at home? Matt?
Yep, I want to tell everybody that the number one thing I learned too is also to keep your lines tight.
All right.
When you keep them tight, that means no bellies.
Yep. No bellies in the line. No.
Keep your
Not when
hooks
you're
sharp.
fishing.
Keep watching first class fishing. We're a redneck bunch and we're gonna catch some big sharks.
We're going to show you how to do it.
Jake?
Tip your waitresses, we'll be here all night.
All right, and I'm Sharky. Take it easy. This is first class fishing.
And they is the Waffle House if you know.
Only late at night.
Good night.
Tight lines.
Yep.